Okay, so next we're going to go to the dining room and we're going to start and make sure that our tables are clean. And as you can see, a lot of employees have been leaving their tables a real mess. So please, as an employee, and please be sure and clean up after yourself. Take your cup and your trash, throw it in the trash can right here. We have our kick wipes, which are sanitized wipes. We will be getting some different ones in that are going to do disinfect and wipe. It'll kill the coronavirus, save us a lot of steps. And usually you first wipe the table real good, and then pull the chairs out and go ahead and wipe the seats as well. And be sure you push the chair back in under the table. Make sure it's kind of straight because we want the living room to be nice and warm. So just make sure you get everything good and clean. When we have more time, you can always take these chairs and you can clean the bottom of the frame because they get sauce on them, they get dirty shoes and boots. This one is relatively clean, but most of them are not, and you can spot them. So anytime you have extra time, go ahead and clean those. On our farm table, we cannot use anything but the disinfecting wipes. These are dirty, so we get a new one. But disinfecting wipes and the disinfectant spray. Don't use a multi-purpose and glass cleaner on here because it takes the paint off of our table, so that's really important. This is a very nice table. So then from there, we'll go to make sure that our trash is always pushed down. We don't want it, protruding over the top of the counter here because that just looks very nasty and unclean. So make sure you push that down. We can always clean our top of our rack when we open 100% and we have our condiments out here. We will make sure that all this is full and orderly as well. And we'll go more over that as we get closer to time of opening 100%. One thing I probably forgot is we should have gloves on probably when you make sure when you clean the trash cans and stuff. We do keep a broom up here at the front of the store. There should always be one there. If not, it's right behind the door in the kitchen there. But just make sure that we're sweeping the floors good. You don't want to sweep when customers are sitting there. That's really rude. But you can sometimes sweep around them. Pull the chairs out. You can even pull these tables and chairs all move. There's a few that are in concrete that you can't move, but those that you can. Be sure you clean. Clean really good, underneath the tables. And if this is dirty, make sure you wipe the booth down. And they get all around the front of the booth as well, the sides of the booth. Because all this is visible to the customer, and anything that they can see, we want to make sure it's very clean. So push that back. Have our clean chairs. And then just sweep all your mess into your garbage. Another thing that I would suggest to you, if you see how nasty that gets, we need to go in the kitchen, put gloves on, back at the mop and sink. There's a special cleaner that you can use. It doesn't hurt you to get a little dirty. Put some gloves on, clean this out, and keep this clean. To me, that is so disgusting, and our guests see that, and that's just not good. That just looks nasty. Also, when you're cleaning dining room, you want to make sure we continue with the clean windows and the clean doors. So every window in the lobby needs to be clean, kids' prints and things like that. Also on the window ledges, be sure you take your sanitizing wipes and wipe down these ledges and this ledge right here, because these will accumulate food and crumbs and they just get really nasty. So we need to be sure and clean those as well. Then we will move to, I think that's